Hola amigos, bienvenidos a Elex. Bueno, pues estamos de camino al poblado. Hay que correr mucho en este juego, al principio sobre todo. Estamos de camino al puesto de los clérigos, ¿vale? Para ver si... porque tienen las mejores armaduras, o por lo menos las que a mí me gustan más porque tienen tecnología. Y vamos a ver qué tendremos que hacer, ¿vale? Seguramente que algunas misiones ya hemos llegado. Sí, estamos ahí cruzar eso y ya estamos, ¿vale? Así que nada.
Listen, I know what you're about to ask. Who are you? What are you doing here? Blah, blah, so let's skip all that. Because I've no interest in talking to you. So pick a spot on the horizon and start walking to it.
Let's do some business.
I only do business with... And you aren't...
Halt, stranger. Not another step. You're walking on the holy ground of Kalan. The only people allowed in here are clerics, recruits, or traders with permits.
They wonder why they are short of people. We welcome all in Goliath.
That's because there's nothing worth stealing in Goliath.
Wow, you really are a welcoming face, aren't you? Where am I?
You are in Ignadon, at the Hort, the stronghold of the clerics. The repository of Magalan's knowledge, and the last bastion of the free people against the threat of the Alps.
So how can I get in?
Sorry, I thought I made that clear. You can only enter the Hort if you are a cleric, a recruit, or you have a trading permit.
I want to become a cleric.
Find a suggester who considers you worthy. There are suggesters recruiting across all the lands of Malagan. Perhaps you've not met one because they don't consider you worthy. But if you want to look, try Raynor. He is recruiting men throughout Abessa.
Can you recruit me?
No. I am not authorized to recruit new acolytes.
Here. Is this enough to persuade you to let me in?
I'm going to pretend you didn't try to offer me a bribe. That sort of thing might work in Tavar, but here in Ignadon, it's an insult to my honor. Although, it has given me an idea. Accepting shards is forbidden, but if you could take care of some business for me, that would honor Kalan. And perhaps persuade me that you entering the Hort was for official business.
You have a deal. Tell me what you need doing.
Good, right. I can't talk about this now, there's an inspection due. But we'll talk later, all right? Unless you've got any questions about the Horde I could answer for you, then you can go in. Well, you can go in after you've had my briefing. You won't find Kalan's commandments too strict. You should know that anyone bringing initiates into the Horde will be responsible for them. All initiates must be clear of mind. Chems are forbidden. Anyone found taking them will need to report to the suggesters for re-education. All who are clear of mind must hear Kalan's words. All must adhere to his wisdom, and tell others of it. For we need to recruit. We've taken losses in our battle with the Alps, and now the Berserkers and the Outlaws are trying to take advantage of that. Which is crazy. If we fall, then who is going to stop the Alps sweeping all the free people from Malagan? Those who wish to join us must come to the Hort to train. The successful ones become acolytes. That's it. Briefing over. You are free to move about Hort.
cleric stronghold. No wonder so many of them want to spend time outside of Ignadon.
Where did they pick you up? You look like you've walked through the whole Alb War to get here. Here, take this. It looks like you could use it. Just don't tell anyone, all right?
Recruitment through the stomach. Maybe we should try that more often in Goliath.
Thanks. The food is appreciated.
Manners, too. I hope you stick around. From now on, though, you'll have to fit in with the daily rations. Once a day, in the refectory. It might not be tasty, but it'll keep you alive. The daily rations are free for our happy family of clerics. Everyone else has to pay.
What goods have you got?
Of course.
Hey, is there something you're looking for? I'm here to trade, and I can offer you top quality for a decent price.
What goods have you?
Of course.
Who's out there? What are you doing here?
Listen to me, disciple of Kalan. All who have faith will be saved. And carry Kalan. And so, another welcome to the Horde. Your presence here can only mean that Kalan's light shines upon you. Open yourself to this opportunity. Give yourself over to the teachings of Kalan.
I will.
Your dedication will be rewarded. Kalan sees all. Act in his name, and he will strike down your enemies.
Who are you?
When Brother Rayner found me, I was just a wretched pile. I was blind to who I could be. Rayner built me up, gave purpose to my life. Now, I'm spreading the teachings that saved me from destroying myself, in hope that those words can be the salvation of others, that they can save all of Malagan. So I invite you to stay here and contemplate with us, brother.
Tell me more about Kalan.
Before the comet burned the face of Malagan, the prophet Arvid foresaw the danger. He received the teachings of Kalan in whispers, and tried to warn the people of Malagan they must reject the but they would. Now, if we are to survive the dangers that are, only the pure will be taken up into the infinite skies. Only under the infinite skies will we must trust in Kalan.
Where is Kalan supposed to take?
Up to the infinite, to where knowledge, there. Look.
Stop! Where do you think you're going?
What is this area?
You are here at the Chamber, the Palace of Sinners. Break the commandments of Kalan and Ignadon, and the Chamber will welcome you. Can you walk in and look around? Well, as it happens, you can. Reinhold recently ordered that everyone can enter to see with their own eyes what we do with heretics. So go in and look around. If any...
Kalan's strength lies in purity.
Any asshole caught stealing will be sent to the Suggesters.
Why do you
I have, and I, and, oh, right?
My mind is always left.
Seeing that production facility? Well, you have to admit when licensed players can't produce more of it.
Hey, you! I need an adjustable wrench and a set of retaining rings. And, if you are up for it, bring me a weapons-grade Elex battery, a pressurized air intake valve, and what was the last?
I'll get the things you need.
Wait a second. There is still something missing. Let me think now. Damn it, it was right here. I had it a moment ago.
Do you want my help?
Quiet. Oh, damn it, that's my line of concentration gone. You know how hard it is to get a moment's peace to think in this place? Damn it, what the hell was it that I was thinking about? I think I will have to get the tool myself. The machines we build and maintain here, they are all that will stop the owls. But, do I get the resources I need to do the job properly? Do I, hell?
What's got you so stressed?
We used to work. We used to make things and think of the future. But now everything we do is for combat. I didn't become a mechanic for that, but...
It sounds like you think your work is important.
Now, you're sounding like a... This isn't ego. We are the... That means... That...
Teach me something.
It's done.
Routine running without error.
If you have something to report, speak to Judicator Reinhold.
A visitor? Whatever brings you to the Hort? Welcome. Say.
What's that to you?
Well, you see, if you can handle yourself, I could use your help.
What do you need help with?
A squad of combat mechs has gone haywire. They're refusing remote shutdown and are attacking anything that moves. I sent a recovery party to attempt a reset, but they're late I've got to find out what happened to the recovery party and what's gone wrong with those mechs. There's another squad of mechs due off the assembly line, and I need to know what's gone wrong before they go haywire too. But...
Okay.
Good. And if this... We'll have to track down... Get me those AI chips.
What did you think of the last sermon?
To be honest, I wasn't really listening.
But aren't you interested in what's going on out there? How Kalan...
Hey, do you have my package?
What package?
What? Oh. Well, and as you don't...
Do you have...
Trade? Do I look like a trader?
You don't have anything to trade.
Wow, I might...
Let's do some...
Okay then.
If you're here to train with me, then forget it. If I see you running around with a holstered weapon, you have to earn the right to train here and...
Understood.
That is...
You really messed up there.
Who's out there? Something wrong?
Whoa, watch it. It's not safe around here. Trust, otherwise you'll end up squashed flatted. Just be careful.
You...
Yeah.
You bang...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up already.
What goods have you got?
Of course.
I'm watching you. Try and steal something, and you'll regret it.
Do you really think they're telling us the truth?
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
Well, if you wanted to know if the clerics could do teamwork, that building proves it.
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you're free of it now. You've reached us here.
I need to talk to you.
Then talk. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask who's in it, and the answer, the will of Kalan, the cleric.
You need to find someone to unite the factions.
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you are suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
I'm just a man, looking for the true faith.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Will you wait for an Alb attack, or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive, and that will cost us in lives and material.
Are the Albs still attacking the Horde?
The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shot, but for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again. Then I can only...
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk. They can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
I don't have the knowledge required to lead men in a battle like this. We need someone who has commanded soldiers. Someone with the tactical skill to take a heavily defended position. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Albs. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who have seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. Though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find...
Strength lies in purity. Do not allow yourself to be... Wait, what are you... What the fuck are you doing here? Well, just fuck off,
Get the hell
will you?
out of here. Don't do that again.
I told him he can forget about it.
Do you think we make a good...
Two experienced warriors.
Have you seen it out there? We're starting to get more malfunctions in our mechs. I need the AI chips from those combat units back as soon as you can get them. Hurry it up before the whole Hort is fighting itself. What did I tell you? We've got more malfunctions. If this keeps happening, I'm gonna have to shut down all recent units, and that will leave the Hort wide open. I'll see if I can get any answers from this unit. But I need the AI chips from those combat mechs.
Why don't you fix those mechs yourself?
Oh, no, I've had no field training. Assembly lines, manufacturing, and repair in a nice warm workshop.
How can I be promoted to legate?
You'll have to prove yourself to the Judicators. You should start by talking to Judicator Reinhold up in the Citadel. You'll find him more approachable than Ulbricht. We're short of personnel, so he would welcome a new acolyte.
Vale, tíos, pues vamos a hablar con Reinhold, vale, que lo tenemos ahí hace un buen rato. Vale, pues ya me estaba rayando, digo, ¿y este por qué se pone a atacarnos? Atacaba a todo el campamento, entonces será porque están funcionando mal los robots, ¿vale? Entonces hay que ayudarlos, si no estos van a empezar a atacar. La última vez nos atacó también. Una vez que entré aquí me atacó.
So, here is the Wanderer I have heard about.
You've heard of me?
I know everything that happens here. So much so that some have taken to calling me the Eye of Kalan. I am Reinhold, Judicator. I stand watch for all those in the Hort, and the Hort stands as the guardian for all of Malagan. Such a duty requires vigilance. It means I must ask of everyone who comes here, are you friend or foe? Do you come here to gain the blessings of the clerics, or to oppose us?
Yes, I want to become a cleric.
Then Kalan will welcome you. Good. I can see potential in you. Let us hope that this potential can be realized. May your time in the Hort be peaceful and productive.
Tell me more about the clerics.
What would you like to know?
What's happening in the city?
Kalan is wise, but mysterious. Through the prophet Arvid, he warned us of the comet and the downfall of our world. He laid down the foundations for the clerics out of the ashes of the old civilization. To Kalan, knowledge and wisdom are sacred. It is through knowledge and understanding that we can find our way to the infinite skies and a true understanding of ourselves.
Tell me how promotion works within the Hort.
People who are new to our ranks are welcomed as an acolyte. Acolytes can learn the art of suggestion, train and learn the fundamentals of our way of life. The same applies for our legates and paladins. Each new rank brings new advantages, obligations, and privileges such as equipment.
Where did you get your technological knowledge?
Arvid himself left behind this knowledge. The gathering of old world knowledge, and the order to further it, was his greatest gift to all who followed him.
It has given us the machines that allow our way of life to continue. It has given us the technology we need to be ready for the next challenge we face. So, as you see, science and religion do not have to be mutually exclusive.
Infinite skies.
A place of true enlightenment and salvation. Kalan teaches us that the comet's fires will not be the only challenge we face in our quest for survival. If we are to save the people of this world, we must teach them Kalan's ways, that we must work together and gather all the knowledge we can. Because when the next catastrophe strikes our world, only those who have been prepared will survive.
Why would I want to become a cleric?
Because we are the last bastion against the Alps. Our strength, our faith, and our technology are the only things that can stop them. Where the outlaws profit and the berserkers roll in the dirt, we have knowledge. The knowledge to make the world into what it once was, and much more. Join us, and you can participate in our knowledge, faith, and our technology.
Tell me about the other Judicators.
Judicator Johann fell on the battlefield. His is the highest honor. May Kalan have mercy on his soul. Judicator Ulbricht is responsible for the defense of Idan and all operations outside its borders. His is the grave duty of overseeing the war against the... If you have any intelligence that might help him in his duties, you will find him in the upper halls of the cathedral.
So, who are you?
I am a Judicator. I oversee everything in the Horde.
Explain the rules of...
Well, Kalan's commandments are simple and fair. They are rules to be found in many places, but to us, they are sacred. Theft, physical assault, murder, the dealing of chems are all punishable offenses. You may face a fine, re-education, or for the worst offenders, execution. And of course, your soul will pay the price. Stay with us, and you will learn of Kalan and his ways. Abide by the words of the great prophet Arvid, and you will open your way to eternity.
Eternity. Check. So, you decide who becomes a cleric and who doesn't.
Correct. Initiates are only allowed to join us when I decide they are worthy. And should they complete the tasks that are given to them, then I would welcome them into our community. And every acolyte that joins us can then begin on the path of enlightenment to gain promotion here.
I'm ready. Give me it.
As you wish. I could use the help of someone who hasn't had time to establish themselves here. Someone with a more objective viewpoint. We've recently had to deal with the sad deaths of some of the faithful who wandered right into the arms of a chem dealer. Every one of us suffers temptation, and all must hope they can prevail against it. But those who deal in misery, who exploit the weakness of others, they are a problem that must be eliminated. Complete this task, and you will open the door to becoming a cleric, a true warrior for Kalan.
Is chem dealing a big problem here in the Horde?
I had thought we were free of their vile product, but it seems we do have something of a problem. A large reward has been offered to anyone able to bring them to justice. That should prevent this from becoming a bigger problem. If you think you can find these dealers,
Getting rid of some chem dealers and getting paid for it. I think we should do it.
Good. I will look forward to hearing how you progress.
So,
that is the task of the clerics now. Personally, I oversee the defense of the Horde. It is Judicator Ulbricht who is overseeing the war against the Alps. Not a task that I envy him. But then at least his work is black and white. There are Alps, and there are clerics. while I must decide which category these separatists belong in. Visitors, vagrants, travelers, and enigmas.
About the...
Yes?
Do you have any leads on where they may be operating?
Well, I had given Dietrich the task of investigating them, but he doesn't seem to have had much luck so far. You should check what leads he has.
Okay.
To my knowledge, he had slimmed the investigation. You should start with them.
Who does Dietrich suspect?
He can explain his methodology to you, but as I recall, it was a simple process of rejecting anyone who lacked the requisite access and opportunity. You should speak with the guards who were on duty at the time. Try and get that information as a written report. Anecdote and memory are best not relied on in these cases.
Where can I find these guards?
Well, there's Xander. He was on duty at the main gate on the night in question. Then there is the mine guard and the factory guard. Have you been to the mine? If not, you will find it to the west, below the cathedral. The factory guards patrol to the north, by the mech production facilities.
Are there any more details you can tell me about the chem dealing?
Well, these cases are difficult. Once you find someone who has lapsed into use, they rarely give up the culprit for hope of keeping their supply. But in this case, the user let slip the time of the deal. So we've been working backwards from there. The user involved, though, well, he's no longer in a position to provide us with useful information. And so we are relying on getting reports from the guards that can help us place who was where on the night in question. Let us hope this line of investigation produces something concrete.
Bueno amigos, por aquí lo vamos a ir dejando. En el próximo episodio haré una especie como de popurrí con todas estas misiones que las he ido haciendo. Y nada más, muchas gracias por ver el vídeo y nos vemos en el próximo.
That wasn't great, was it?